Hey guys, welcome back to the farmstead. My name is Rebecca. If you're new here, welcome. We appreciate you being here. Thank you guys for my new subscribers and those who view my videos. Like, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, man. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Today is officially that day when we are going to be harvesting our garlic. Well, if there's any harvest. We planted that garlic way back in April, I think the second week of April. And now we are in the second week of November. So my garlic have been growing roughly for 7 months now. It's officially time to remove it because it have died back like considerably. Some of the plants are gone. I think I am late. I was supposed to remove it before it completely dies off. But life happened. It's very busy. I'm very busy. And I just felt, you know what? It's fine. I'm going to remove it even though it have already died back. Today I have some time. So I'm going to do it today. Um, this is my second year attempting to grow garlic. And the first year didn't go so well. I grew it in northern Namibia. There was no mulching. We harvested around December. It was extremely hot. Northern Namibia is extremely hot, with the highest going to 42, 43 degrees Celsius. So this year, we planted in Uchodonjupa. It's also very hot, but it's not as hot as northern Namibia. I still feel the instruction says that, or the guide says that garlic likes to bulb up when it's cooler, the cooler months. Right now, we are supposed to be in spring, but it's extremely hot, you guys. So hot that sometimes the plant's leaves are being burned. I am doubting today's harvest. I'm very skeptical. I don't know whether we're going to get anything, especially because there was a day I was doing some harvests. There was a garlic plant that had died back. I removed it and it was rotten, you guys. Like, it was rotten. There was nothing. If this is an indicator of what I expect there, that means I'm not gonna get anything. Another thing that makes me skeptical is my soil quality. I planted in just the soil that I found, added some grass clippings, some goat manure. I have fertilized with a foliar fertilizer, I think once. But the soil quality, the fact that my soil is so clayish and so compacted, makes me very skeptical because I don't think I'll be getting any good harvest. Garlic loves a soil that is not compact because it needs to push the soil to make very beautiful big bulbs. Soil that I don't have. It's extremely hot, or it got extremely hot in September, and that's around the time that it was supposed to be bulbing up. And this got me thinking that with these high temperatures, it probably affected the bulbing or the sizing of our bulbs, if we got any. If we got any. I didn't mulch on time. I mulched this garlic like maybe some 3 weeks ago, which was extremely late. It was already very hot. Anyways, my plans for next year, and guys, I'm only going to talk us through what are my thoughts, what are my plans, and then I probably won't be speaking much when I'm going back there because, like I said, it's very windy. The wind is not gonna go down anytime soon. In fact, it might be picking up, especially that it's approaching sunset. This is the norm here. So please bear with me. So, like I was saying, next year I'm thinking of planting my garlic in January. I tried to do the experiment this January at the farmstead, but when you work so far from home and people who are there don't share the same. They don't really have a good insight on what you're trying to do. Probably also because I didn't brief them that well, so it didn't rain in such a long time. We didn't receive a good rainfall this year in the north. And when I planted that garlic, it didn't rain for such a long time. The guys did not water it because they were waiting for the rains. So it just never germinated. And the few plants that germinated, the chickens took care of. So that experiment died a natural death. And that's why you guys didn't see any update videos. So while I am at the backyard, next year I'm planning to redo this experiment and try to grow again in January. And then we're going to see what will happen to the bulbs that I'm going to plant in January. The other thing that might be a limiting factor here is the variety or the seed garlic. I don't know the varieties that I have been attempting to grow because I've been buying this garlic in the street market from the vendors who are selling in the streets. There was a time I bought in my first experiment from I think ShopRite or Fruit and Veg. This is a grocery store, and I think those were sprayed with an anti-germination agent, and they just never germinated. So, like 3 months after planting, I could see the cloves were in there, they were still fresh, but they were just not germinating. And I will insert a picture right on this video, maybe here or here, uh, so that you can see what those cloves look like. It's a norm usually for big farms to spray their cloves or their bulbs to make sure that the quality is preserved for a while and that their garlic is not growing on them before they sell it. So I shied away then with this time to buy from the shop. I bought from the streets, from the vendors. They germinated very well. But yeah, so I think if I had good seed garlic, I probably will do better with garlic. Here in Namibia, we don't have anybody that sells seed garlic. So if I want to grow garlic again in the future, my hope is still with the street vendors. So that's just that. I just have to get used to it. But anyways, in January, I will be back with another experiment. But right now, let's go back out there and harvest this garlic. And then we'll see what we got. And you know, guys, if you know me very well, you know by now I would be clutching onto my harvesting basket. But I'm empty-handed today. And that's just how skeptical I am feeling. Anyways, let's go. I'll see you back out there. Okay, so guys, we have harvested 3 bulbs so far. This one had a little bit of life left, but it's very small and it was rotting. You can see here. This one, very small, some life left, but it's fine. This one, it's small, but I think I'm a bit impressed. I think I might just save my own seeds for next year from this one because this one, it's giving me some hope. If they all come out like this, it would not be the greatest. And this one have stratified, hey. And they say you need to vernalize your garlic for this to happen. Vernalization is when you put your garlic in the fridge to cool down for at least 1 to 2 months before planting. Ooh, okay. I think I'm converted. I expected a worse harvest, man. Not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it would be, actually. See this root system? It's so good. And the clove is not that small. It's actually good. This garlic so far is actually performing way better than I thought. This breaking apart. It's still very much usable, I think. But you guys can see it was a good clove with it was a good bulb. I think some of it is still in there because it's not together. Um, some of this I don't know. I will have to come up with the leftovers. Oh wow, guys, this was a very good bulb. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't have left this in the ground for too long, you guys. It was a very good bulb. I can't reconstruct it anymore, I think, but this is probably this probably was going to be one of the biggest bulbs I have gotten. All this came from one plant. It's a lot. Oh wow. Woo. Okay. I underestimated this garlic. I probably underestimated my growing capabilities. I actually thought this will amount to nothing. Boy, was I wrong. Oh! Okay, come here. I hope I didn't hurt you. It's a toad. Oh! Hey! I'm a friend. I just want to show you to the camera. Where are you going? Ouch! Come back! Wait! Okay, whatever. Oh, I have gone halfway through the bed. My back is begging for a helper, but I don't have a helper. So let me continue. Oh. I have to say though, I have noticed the difference in places where I had a lot of mulch versus the places where I didn't have a lot of mulch. Wherever I had a lot of mulch, it's still very much moist. But where there was hardly any mulch, there's hardly any moisture. But like some of these areas, I'm not even struggling at all. And we haven't watered this like in a week, but it's still very much moist. And it's just affirming one of the benefits of mulching. If you are gardening in a place that is, ooh, I pierced this one. Whoop, yep, hide it. Sorry, man. Ooh, yep. Gotta be more careful. Definitely pierced this one. Oh, and it smells so good, so garlicky. Oh wow. I was saying, if you're gardening in a place that is too cold, too hot, the sun is too bad, mulch, mulch, mulch. If it's too cold, mulch will insulate your plants. If it's too hot, mulch will insulate your plants and keep the moisture in, you know. While if it's too cold, it keeps your plants considerably warm. And here, I'm sure that if I didn't have any mulch here, I would have struggled to keep this bed moist. And this is why I decided that I'm going to mulch this bed, because I just felt that no, I was watering, but I felt like the water was never enough. Like you would water, I would want to water my plants every every second day, um, because I can't do like some people would say no, they only water 2 times a week. I unfortunately cannot do that because it's very hot here. It's very dry too, so I can't risk it. But I would want to do it every second day. But without mulch, I found that I needed to water every day because it was very dry. But when I mulched my plants, they every second day started working, because you would come out here and you would find that no, after you water the next day, it's still very wet, which was really good for me. And seeing that I'm using municipality water, I don't have free water. It also saved me on water water costs. Yeah, let's continue. Guys, the basket finally came out. Oh my gosh. I think I officially have to apologize to myself for doubting myself, to this beautiful garlic for doubting its performance. Guys, I actually really thought, let me just position this camera properly. I actually really thought I was not going to get much from this harvest, but I surprised myself. And this is proving that following the guidelines works. It just shows you that you can do a lot. Oh, I'm going to make this kitchen counter very dirty with all these leaves and whatever. But I want to lay this out on the table so that we can look at some of what I got. And please ignore Omagano, who's in the background, calling me 100 times in 1 second. I think this is the perks of being a mommy. It's that somebody calls you 100 times in 1 minute, and you're supposed to respond every one of those calls. You want to drink, my love? Okay, let me give you some. Like I was saying, guys, following instructions really works. So I am seeing very beautiful bulbs. You can see how my plants looks. Some of them totally gone. Our biggest bulb, where is it? Hold on, let me find it for you. Oh, here it is. This is our biggest bulb. You can see this plant was still living, and I think it was just at the right stage of being harvested. So I should have harvested all my garlic plants when they reached or hit this stage, but I didn't. Anyways, you can see this bulb. It's a very good one. There's another one here, also didn't die out completely. There are actually many. This one died back completely, but it's a good one. There is this one, also very good, died back. I want to show you this one. This one was starting to rot. You see, the roots are coming off just nicely. So easily, let me rather say. You can see it's stratified, but it's a bit far along. It's a bit further along. I should have harvested it probably 2 or 1 week, no, like 2 weeks earlier. But it's a beautiful bulb. It has stratified very well. This is giving me ideas of saving my own garlic seed from the plants that I think the close that could last until January. We are in November, so it's just December, January. And I know very well if I stored this in the fridge from today, some of them will reach January and maybe I can plant those. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what I think I did differently from my first year of growing garlic to my second year, which is this year. Last year, I planted in very good soil. Like the farmstead have the best soil naturally. Virgin land, very fertile, so loamy. It's so good. but I didn't get a good garlic harvest like I got this year. And I think this was attributed to the fact that although I planted early, we didn't mulch at all. It's very hot, like I said. The current region where I am in my country is much cooler than the northern area. So I think the heat had a lot to do with my failure to produce good bulbs last year. The second thing that I think I did is mulching. Last year I didn't mulch. This year I mulched. Or did I say that already? If I did, that would be my first or my second. Oh, they just catching up. I don't even remember. But anyways, last year I had good soil, but I this year I didn't have such good soil. But I mulched, and the temperature is much cooler, so I'm attributing some of that to my. Do I call it success? Yeah, it's a success in my eyes, guys. So to my success this year, I fertilized this year. I put goat manure in there. There were grass clippings to try and improve the quality of my soil. But I also gave a foliar fertilizer, like I said. I don't know whether I did once or twice, but I think it was twice. And I think this also attributed to my good harvest this year. I think I also just gave a lot of TLC, tender loving care to my plants. I'm one of those people who talk to my plants, who sing to my plants. I don't know whether scientifically that counts, but personally, I think that counts. But anyways, guys, let me show you just the table, how it looks. So this is what my table looks like. So you can really see that there's a lot of garlic here. And oof, sorry guys, allergies. So this still remains one of our biggest bulbs. This is the one that I was showing you. Very good, stratified very well. This is also a very good bulb. And guys, you can see the root system of garlic is very, very good. Very good. This is also a very good bulb. And I think this is one of those that I will save as garlic seed. This is also a very good bulb. I can also see if I can save some of those. But you can see some of these plants have totally died back. I think I have left some of the bulbs still in the soil because I couldn't find all of them. Some of them, when I was removing the mulch, the plants nipped off, the stems snipped off, and it was very hard for me to find all those bulbs. So anyways, in that bed, it's going to rest now. I'm not going to plant anything. There's still a dahlia that is in there that I'm still going to try and give a lot of TLC because I'm hoping that it will bloom for us again. So right now, I think I'll focus on some of the ways to preserve this garlic. I think I might blend up some of it into blended garlic or crushed garlic. I was hoping in the future, maybe when I have a lot of harvest, I could do some garlic powder. You know that for me, drying and turning into powder is one of my very favorite, or just drying in general is one of my favorite way of preservation. Like I said, it requires no freezer space. It's very easy. We have a lot of sun. So it's like a God-given gift and a no-brainer. I have a Magano staring at me from the other side while eating her snack. But the way she's staring, I think she's probably thinking that I'm crazy because I'm talking to myself. Like I said, I'm probably going to crush some of this garlic and store it as crushed garlic. We are having some of these smaller bulbs that didn't stratify at all. And this is my second planting of garlic. You can see they're still very much alive and they didn't stratify a lot. And mostly they all came from the side of the beds where I planted them. At this point, I feel like I'm just blabbing on nonstop, but I'm happy, you guys. I'm very happy. I grew good garlic, my second attempt, and I'm just hoping that it's going to get better and better from here. Yes, my love. Sorry, what happened? Come, come, come. It's okay. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Hi. Say hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Yeah, guys. So, like I was saying, I'm hoping that it's going to get only better from here, and I'm really hopeful. So, thank you so much for spending the time with me. So, coming out to see our garlic harvest. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. I don't take your presence here for granted to watch me, a very novice gardener, try to grow my own food and trying to teach you a little bit about what I'm doing and just sharing this journey with me. Yes, my love. So thank you so much. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. Mwah. Blow them a kiss. Mwah. Say mwah. Ah, yay. Bye, guys. I'll catch you the next time. Bye.